Welcome to studying at MMU. As you've been accepted onto a unit as part of your continuing professional development, this brief podcast will highlight what you need to do to enrol on your unit and where to find out key information about studying at MMU. You are looking at this podcast because you've been offered a place on a unit such as mentor preparation, non-medical prescribing, or another of our units on a one-off, standalone basis. In other words, you are not currently enrolled on a degree or master's program with us. Even though you've been accepted onto the unit and have had funding confirmed either via CPD Apply or self-funding, you still need to formally enrol for the unit with the university. You do this online by going to the URL address noted on screen and selecting click here to enrol online and update your contact details. You can see a screen snapshot of this part of our website. At the next screen on the Enrol Online part of the website, you will be asked to enter your MMU ID. You will find this on top of your admissions letter. You will also be asked to enter your password, which is initially set as a variation of your date of birth. See the instructions on the Enrol Online screen. Click Continue. This will open a screen with university regulations. Please read this and click Submit. Follow the instructions and at some point it will show you the unit you've been accepted on. Check all the details are correct and change as necessary. The last page will indicate funding. If you have CPD funding, this should be indicated. If the information about funding seems incorrect, please contact the Student Life Office on the number or email indicated on this slide. Do not forget to click Submit on the last page. I've enrolled online. Anything else? Most importantly, check that you know when and where your first timetabled session will be held. You should be able to find the timetable at the welcome URL site indicated on the screen and look underneath the relevant unit information. If you cannot find this information, contact the Programmes Office on the phone number or email noted on this screen. It is vital that you make a note of the first date and subsequent dates of any taught sessions well in advance of starting so that you do not miss anything important. There are several things as well that are vital for you to do in order that you can access all the resources that MMU has to offer, such as the library resource, study skills information, emails and so forth. And the first thing you need to do is change your password once you have enrolled for the unit. To find out how to do this and access many more vital resources, go to the tiny URL address indicated on this slide and access an interactive online induction pack for CPD students. I've put a snapshot of the front page of this interactive pack on screen. In particular, go to the section on changing your password. If you do not change your password from your date of birth password to a bespoke password, you will be unable to access MMU resources after about 5 login attempts. Please ensure too that you are fully aware of plagiarism and how to avoid it. Check out the information relating to assessments and ensure you know how to use your MMU email account. Vital information will be sent to your MMU email account, and if you do not access this on a regular basis, you will miss important details. Ensure you also know how to access Moodle. There is often extra learning material linked to your unit on the Unit Moodle site. Also, go to the link on Getting to Grips with Academic Assessments Handbook. This is an extremely useful handbook which gives you information about the format, layout and submission of assessments, and advice about critical thinking, critical analysis, feedback, confidentiality and much more. To make sure you have accessed all the vital information, check out the checklist at the end of the interactive CPD induction pack. I'm going to say a little bit more about plagiarism, as it is very important that you avoid this. So what is plagiarism? The tutor marking your work will suspect plagiarism when they spot some of the following, or all of the following, in an assignment. No references cited in support of ideas, claims or assertions that are being made in the assignments. References not cited in the end list. Direct copy of words without quotation marks or page numbers. Or changing only a few words from an original text, even if you cite the author and reference correctly. The most important thing is that you learn to paraphrase and summarize. It is your understanding we are interested in after all. What I have mentioned above is not an exhaustive list of what constitutes plagiarism, and what we suggest is you should look for more information about referencing and plagiarism on the YouTube URL address noted above, and the Harvard referencing guides noted here too. Please note, if plagiarism is identified, we will be obliged to report this to your trust. Your results and more study. When you have successfully completed your unit, you will be sent an official letter and transcript from the Board of Examiners. They only meet at certain times of year, so you may have to wait a month or so for the official results, but you will of course already have received your feedback sheet and should be able to pick up your work from the programme's office. Do contact them to ensure that the work is ready. You may also have enjoyed your study and wish to top up to a degree or master's. You may therefore be able to bring in your credits to one of our degrees once you have enrolled on that programme. With MMU units, you can seek to transfer those units to the relevant level, i.e. degree or master's. So level 6 units go towards a degree, level 7 units go towards a master's. If the units are from another university, there are credit and time limits. You can only bring in 60 credits and they must have been studied normally within the last 3 years. There may also be a compulsory element for a programme, so do please contact the admissions department for further advice if you are considering topping up, and certainly before you collect too many units. Anything else? If you are experiencing any difficulties, please speak to your unit leader or the programme's office at the earliest opportunity. If in particular you are ill or there is some other significant and unanticipated reason for you not being able to, for example, meet assignment deadlines, or you want to withdraw, you need to speak to the unit leader. If you can't meet deadline dates, you need to refer to the information on exceptional factors. Please see the URL addresses and emails and phone number noted on this screen, and do discuss this with your unit leader. If you want to withdraw from the unit, you need to speak to the unit leader and your CPD lead and contact the programme's office. Now, I suggest you go and check the information online and on the interactive CPD induction pack. There's also some information here about useful resources and podcasts which you might want to look at. And finally, we do hope you enjoy your study with us at MMU. Thank you.